The sun rose from the distant mountains, painting the first rays of light on the snow-covered forest. A chilly wind blew through the ancient tree trunks, shaking the snow-covered pine branches, creating a sound like the ringing of small bells. Birds chirped from branch to branch, breaking the silence of the early morning, signaling a promising new working day for Min's professional tree sawing team. Min's team had gathered early in an open space at the edge of the forest. Familiar faces appeared under the pale sunlight, each with their own mission and story. Min, the experienced team leader, stood in the middle, his face calm but his eyes shining with determination. Beside him were his close teammates, Hai, the skillful sawyer, Long, the machine operator, and Lean, the person in charge of wood classification. Today, the team was assigned to saw and segment a series of large trees damaged by the recent snowstorm. The ancient trees were leaning and could fall at any moment, threatening the safety of the area. Despite the hard work, the team always kept an optimistic spirit. It's so cold, but the birds are chirping, Hai said, blowing into his hands that were holding the chainsaw tightly. Yeah, but just working will make you feel warm right away. Is everyone ready? Min laughed loudly, his voice filled with enthusiasm. The whole team quickly got into position. Long checked the chainsaw and the tractor engine, making sure everything was running smoothly. Lean carefully divided the work, who was in charge of sawing, who was clearing the branches, who was transporting the wood to the gathering point. When the first chainsaw roared, breaking the silence of the forest, the whole team got to work. Snow was falling lightly, the soft white snowflakes mixed with the sunlight, creating a picturesque scene. While working, people often stop to rest and tell each other happy and sad stories about their jobs. Remember the first time I climbed up to saw a tree? Hai said, taking a sip of water and laughing. The tree was so tall, but I was shivering, my shirt was soaked with sweat even though it was cold. When I got down, Min patted my shoulder and said, "Get used to it, this job is not for the faint-hearted." The whole team burst into laughter. Min nodded, "If you are a faint-hearted, how can you stay in this job?" But now, Hai climbs every tree like a ladder, even faster than a squirrel. Lean added, "But you have to be careful. Remember the time Long almost fell? His leg got caught in a vine, luckily Min pulled him back in time." It is true that in this job, having teammates like family makes you feel secure. The stories were intertwined with laughter and serious reminders. Everyone understands that tree cutting requires not only skills but also solidarity and mutual support to overcome challenges. In the middle of the forest, a giant pine tree leaned after the storm, its large canopy covering the sky. Min commanded the team to prepare to cut this tree, emphasizing that this was the most difficult task of the day. Everyone pay attention. This tree is very big. When it falls it can affect other trees. High, long, we will divide into 3 sections. Lean, prepare to clear the branches as soon as the tree falls. The saws screeched as Min and Hai simultaneously started cutting the lower part of the trunk. Wood chips flew everywhere, covering the snow like small petals. The whole team coordinated smoothly, carefully adjusting the cable to make sure the tree fell in the right direction. Be careful, the tree is about to fall. Long shouted loudly. The giant pine tree slowly leaned, then fell down with a loud noise, sending snow flying everywhere. The whole team paused for a moment, looking at their achievement with proud eyes. It's beautiful, but so tiring. Lean smiled, waving her hand to brush the snow off her hair. As the work gradually finished, the afternoon sunlight slanted through the treetops, creating golden streaks of light on the ground. The whole team sat together, drinking hot water and eating a simple lunch. Mr. Min, do you think it's worth doing this job for so many years? Mr. Long asked, looking into the distance, where the newly sawed pine trees were neatly arranged. Mr. Min pondered for a moment, then said, "It's worth it. Looking at the clean, tidy forests after we've worked, I feel like I've contributed a little bit to nature and people. More importantly, we've overcome so many difficulties together, learning lessons that no school can teach." The whole team was silent, letting Mr. Min's words sink deep into their hearts. As the sun set, the team packed up their gear and prepared to leave the forest. Everyone was tired, but their eyes were bright with joy and satisfaction. Let's continue tomorrow, everyone. But rest well tonight. Min waved his hand, leading the group back. On the snow-covered road, laughter echoed, mixed with the wind and birdsong, like a natural and vibrant melody.